1 Samuel 26-31, 2 Samuel 1-3, Proverbs 2, Psalm 44. As if I went to store Gibeon and said, "This is not David hiding on the hill of Hachilah, which faces Jeshurun." They still went down to the desert as if with 3,000 selected Israelite chariots to search there for David. So all made to camp beside the road on the hill of Hachilah, facing Jeshurun, and David stayed in the woods. When he saw that sword followed him there, he sent out scouts and landed sword definitely arrived. And David set out and went to the place where sword came. He saw where Saul and Abner, son of another commander army, had lain down. Saul was lying inside the camp with the army and camped around it. David then asked the Hittite the Hittite and Abishai, son of Joash, brother, "Who will go down into camp with me?" So I'll go with you, said Abishai. Said Abishai, David and Abishai went out army by night, and they were still lying asleep inside the camp with the two stuck in the ground near his head. And Abner and his soldiers were lying around. Abishai said to David, "Today God has delivered your enemy into your hand, and let me pin him to the ground with one thrust this day. I won't strike him fast." And David said to Abishai, "Don't destroy. Who can lay a hand on the Lord's man and be guiltless? As sure as the Lord lives," he said, "the Lord himself will strike me. His time will come when he will die. I will go into battle and perish. The Lord forbid I should lay a hand on the Lord's anointed. Do not get the spear and water jug out of near his hand." And this goes. David took the spear and water jug in his hand, and they left. No one saw or knew about it, nor did anyone wake up. They were all sleeping because the Lord had put them into a deep sleep. And David crossed over to the other side, to the top of the hill, some distance away. There was a wide space between them, and he called out the army to Abner, son of "Why are you going to answer me, Abner?" And Abner replied, "Who are you who calls on the king?" And David said, "You're a man, aren't you? And who is like you in Israel? Why didn't you guide the Lord the king? Some came to destroy the Lord the king, and what you have done is not good. Show us the Lord, those you and your men must die." They said, "Do not abide your master, the Lord's known. Look around you, where the king's spear and water jug out near his hand." So I recognized David's voice and said, "Is that your voice, dear master?" David replied, "Yes, it is my Lord the king." He added, "Why is my Lord pursuing this? What have I done, and what wrong am I guilty of? Now let my lord the king listen to his servant's words. If the Lord is inside you against him, then may he accept an offering. If however people have done, may they be cursed before the Lord. They have driven me today from my shame, and the Lord's inheritance and said, "You said for the gods. Now do not let the blood of my blood fall to the ground far from the presence of the Lord." King just cannot look for a place. One heart should pass through the mountains, and so I have sinned and come back to you, my son, because you consider my life precious today. I'm not trying to harm you again. Surely I've acted like a fool and been terribly wrong. Yes, King Spirit David answered, "And one of the young men come over and get the Lord rewards everyone for their righteousness and faithfulness. The Lord deliver you into my hands today. I will not lay hand on the Lord's anointed. As sure as I value your life today, so may the Lord value my life and deliver me from all trouble." And Saul said to David, "May you be blessed, David, my son. You'll do great things, show the chance." So David went his way and Saul returned. David thought himself, "One of these days I will destroy by the hand of Saul. The best I can do is to escape to the land firstly." And then Saul gave a searching for many witnesses. Now slip out of his hand. So David and his men with him went over and left and went over to a chief like Malcolm and Gath. So Israel and Saul and Gath was chief. Each man had his family with him, and David had two wives. Has two wives. He no judge and Abigail come. David knew when Saul was told that David fled to Gath, he no longer searched. And David said to the chief, "I found favor in your eyes. That place is signed to me in one country town. I will live there, and why should your servant live in the road with you?" So then David, chief, gave him Ziklag, and has belonged to kings of Judah ever since. David lived in Philistine territory yet 4 months. Now David's men went up and raided with Geshurun to go out to them Amalekites. Whenever David attacked an area, he did not leave men or women alive. They took sheep and cattle, donkeys and camels, and clothes. He returned to Achish. And Achish asked, "Where did you go raiding to?" David said, "Against the Negro Jew, against the Negro Jeremiah, against the Negro Jew. Not leave a man or woman alive." He brought together faithful. They might inform on us and say, "This is what David did," and such was his practice as long as he lived in Philistine territory. And Chief trusted David, said to himself, "He has become so obnoxious to his evil days, so he'll be my son for life." And so his Philistine granted their force to fight against us. And Chief said to David, "You must understand that you and your men will accompany me in the army." And David said, "Then you'll see for yourself." He said, and Chief replied, "Very well, making my bodyguard fly." And Samuel was dead, and all Israel had been from buried him in his own town. So I had expelled the mediums and spiritists from there. And everything assembled and came and set up camp at Shiloh. Also all gathered always and set up camp at Gilgal. And Saul saw the Philistine army, who was afraid. Terror filled his heart. He inquired of the Lord, but the Lord did not answer him by dreams or ear more prophets. And Saul then said to his attendant, "Find me a woman who's with me, that I may go and inquire of her." This one Endor, they said. So Saul disguised himself, putting on another clothes. And I came to my one to one, because Saul spared from me, said, "Bring up for me the one I know." And the woman said to him, "Surely you know what Saul's doing. You can discover from me and spirit goes from my. Why have you such trap find left to bring about my death?" And Saul swore to her by the law, "Surely is the Lord, that he shall not punish this." And the woman asked, "Who shall I bring up for you? Bring up Samuel." He said, "When I saw Samuel," she cried out, "the voice of the storm. Why did you see me, your soul?" The king said to her, "Don't be afraid. What do you see?" One said, "I see a ghostly figure coming up out of the earth." "What does he look like?" he asked. "All men wearing robes come out," she said. "It's all new." Samuel, and he bowed down and prostrated himself with face to the ground. Samuel said, "So why are you disturbing me by bringing me out? I'm in great distress also. The person you're fighting against, and God is apart from me. You no longer answer me, either by prophet or by truth. So I call you to tell me what to do." Simon said, "Why do you get stop me? Now the Lord's departed from me and become my enemy. And the Lord's done what is predicted from you. And the Lord torn the king out of your hands and given the 20 and Hebrews to David. And he did not obey the Lord or carry his wrath against the Amalekites. And the Lord understood today. The Lord delivered both Israel into the hands of Philistines, and tomorrow you and your sons will be with me. And the Lord executed army in Israel into the hands of Philistines. Immediately Saul fell full length on the ground, filled with fear, because Simon was his strength was gone, for he had eaten nothing all that day and all that night. And the Lord came to Saul and saw the Israel greatly shaken, and said, Look, I said unto thee, I took my life in my hand to do what you told me to. Now please listen to your servant, let me give you some food, and that you may eat and have strength to go anywhere. He refused and said, I will not eat. It is then joined the woman and urging her, and he listened to her. He got from the ground and sat on the couch. The woman had a friend calf in the house, which she would share at once. She took us a fine and ate it and broke bread and baked bread without yeast. They set before Saul and his men they ate. The same night they got it much. Together all their forces of Aphek, and Israel camped by the Spain desert. And that's the first team rules marched with the units 100,000. These men were marching at the rear of the chiefs, commands the first king. What about these Hebrews? The chiefs realized not this David, who was an officer of Saul king Israel. He was already been with me for every year. From the day he left Saul to me, I found no fault in him. But the first team commanders were angry with the chiefs, said, Send the men back, they may return to the place you signed. Inside, you must not go with us into it. You will turn against us shall fight. How better could he regain his master's favor than by taking the heads of our enemy? Isn't this the day they sang about and against swords his slain 1,000 David's 10,000? And so chief called David and said to him, As sure as the Lord that you've been reliable, I will be pleased to have you serve with me in the army. From the day you came to until today, I found no fault in you, but the rules don't approve you. Now turn back and go in peace. Do nothing to displease the first in the world. What have I done last day? Why have you found against the servant from the day I came to you in Jonah? Why can't I go and fight against the enemies of my lord the king? The chief answered, I know that you have been displeasing my eyes, seeing you, but nevertheless first in Korean said, You must not go with us into battle. Now get up early, along with your master servants who come with you, and leave in the morning as soon as it is light. So David's men got up early in the morning to go back to the land of the Philistines went to Jezreel. David's men reached Ziklag on the third day. Now Amalekites had raided the Negev in Ziklag. They attacked Ziklag and taken captive the women and everyone else, and over the young girl, because of them carried off no office they went they were. And David's men reached Ziklag. They found and destroyed by fire their wives and sons and daughters taken captive. And David's men went to land till they had no strength left to it. David's two wives had been captured, Ahinoam and Jezreel, and Abigail, the widow of Nabal, Carmel. David was greatly distressed because the men were talking is doing each one was being spared because of sons and daughters. And David found strength in the Lord's God, and David said to Abiathar the priest, son of Ahimelech, bring away the effort. Abiathar brought it to him. And David inquired of the Lord, shall I pursue this raiding party? Will I overtake this in the answer? You will certainly overtake them 60 and rescue. David and the 600 men with him came to the battle valley, the sun stayed behind. 200 of them were 2 exhausted across the valley. And David and the other 400 continued the pursuit. They found an Egyptian in the field and brought him to David. And he gave him water to drink and food to eat, pot of a cake and pressed figs and 2 cakes of raisins. He ate and was revived. He had not eaten any food, drunk any water for 3 days and 3 nights. David asked him, Who do you belong to? Where do you come from? He said, I'm an Egyptian, a slave of Amalekite. My master abandoned me, and I became ill 3 days ago. We raided the Negev of the Kerethites, some territory belonging to Judah, and the Negev of Caleb. And we burned Ziklag. David asked him, Can you lay me down to his raiding party? He answered, Swear to me before God that you'll not kill me, hand me over to my master, and I'll not take you down to. He led David down the westward over the countryside, eating, drinking, rebelling because the great amount of plunder taken from the land of the Philistines from Judah. And David fought from dusk until the evening of the next day, and none of them got away except 400 young men who rode off from tunnels and fled. David had recovered everything the Amalekites had taken, including his 2 wives. Nothing was missing, even old Molly or girl, plunder, or anything else they had taken. David brought everything back. He took all the flocks and herds, and his men showed them ahead of the other livestock, saying, This is David's plunder. And then David came to 200 men who had been too exhausted to follow him, who had left behind as the best of valor. They came out to meet David, and the men with him said, David and his men approached. He asked them how they were. They were all evil men and troublemakers among David's followers. Said, Did you not go out with us? And you not share with them the plunder we have recovered. However, each man may take his wife and children and go. David replied, No, brothers, you must not do that with what the Lord has given us. He has protected us and delivered into our hands the raiding party that came against us. And listen to what you say. The share of the man who stayed was wiser to be the same with that of him who went down to battle. All were sure alike. David made this statute and ordinance for Israel from that day to this. And David reached Ziklag, he sent some of the plunder to the elders of Judah, who were his friends, saying, Here's a gift for you from the plunder of the Lord's enemies. David sent it to those in Bethel, Ramoth, Negev, and Gittite, to those in Aroer, Sifmoth, Eshtamoth, to run Racal, to those in the towns of Jeremielites and Rechites, to those in Hormah, Bul, Asher, and Athak, and Hebron, and to those in all the other places where he and his men had raided. When the Philistines fought against Israel, the Israelites fought before the many fell down on Mount Gilboa. The Philistines were in a hot pursuit of Saul and his son. He killed his sons Jonathan and Abinadab and Malchishua. The fighting grew fierce around Saul, and the archers overtook him. They ruined him critically. Saul said to his armor bearer, Joyous, don't run me through. All these uncircumcised fellows would come and run me through and abuse me. But his armor bearer was terrified and would not do so. Saul took his own sword and fell on it. And the armor bearer saw that Saul was dead. He too fell on his sword and died with him. So Saul and his 3 sons, his armor bearer, and his men died together the same day. And the Israelites along the valley, and those along the Jordan saw the Israelite army had fled. And Saul and his sons had died. They abandoned their town and fled. The Philistines came and occupied them, and the next day when the Philistines came to stir up the day, they found Saul and his 3 sons from Mount Gilboa. He cut off his head, stripped off his armor, and he sent messengers to the land of the Philistines to proclaim the news in the temple of their idols among the people. He was armed in the temple of the Ashtoreth and fastened his body to the wall of Bethshan. The first people of Jabesh Gilead heard what the Philistines had done, so all the valiant men marched through the night to Bethshan. They took down the bodies of Saul and his sons from the wall of Bethshan and went to Jabesh, where they buried them. They took their bones and buried them under the Tamas tree at Jabesh, and they fasted 7 days. 2 Samuel 1 to 2. After the death of Saul, David returned from striking down the Amalekites, stayed in Ziklag 2 days. On the third day, a man arrived from Saul's king with his close to him, and dust on his head. When he came to David, he fell to the ground to pay him honor. Maybe come from David asked, and he answered, I have escaped from this like him. What happened? David asked, tell me. The men fled from the battle. Hey, if I many of the felons and died, and Saul's son Jonathan dead. David said to the young man who had brought him to the how do you know that Saul's son Jonathan are dead? It happened to me on Mount Gilboa, the young man said. They also all in on the spear with the chariots and the drivers and hopped and he turned around and called me. He called out to me, and I said, what can I do? He asked me who I am, Amalekite, and he said to me, stay by me and kill me. I've been thrown to death, but I'm still alive. So he stood beside him and killed him, because I knew that after he had fallen, he could not survive. And I took the crown, nails in his head, and the banner's eye, and brought them here to him. And David and all the men with him took hold of their clubs and told them, a man and wept and fasted until evening for Saul and his son Jonathan, and for the army of the Lord and for the nation of Israel, because they fallen by so. The Arabs said to the young man who brought him in the report, where are you from? I am the son of a foreigner and a Amalekite, he answered. David asked him, why weren't you afraid to lift your hand to show the Lord's anointed? And David called one of his men and said, go strike him. So he struck him down and he died. David had said to me, your blood be on your own head. Your man testified against you, and he said, I killed the Lord's anointed. David took his lamp, consenting Saul and his son Jonathan, and he ordered that the people should be taught this lamp at the back. And Gazelle lies for something on your hands goes out, and how the mighty for and tell none and God, proclaiming on the streets of Ashkelon. As the Lord of the Philistines be glad, the doors on the six the mountains of Gilboa, and you have neither true nor right. But there the shield of the mighty was despised, the shield of Saul no longer robbed with her. On the blood of the slain from the flesh of the mighty, but Jonathan didn't turn back. This also did not return and satisfy. Saul and Jonathan, life they had loved and admired, and death they were not parted. They sifted and eels, they're stronger than lions, doors it is a weak for Saul, who clothed in scarlet and fire. He adorned your garments with the woman's God, and mighty lance fallen in battle. And Jonathan lies in your eyes. I grieve you, Jonathan, my brother. You were very dear to me. Your love for me was wonderful, more wonderful than that of war. How the mighty fallen, how the weapons of war have perished. In the course of time, David inquired of the Lord, shall I go to one of the towns of Judah? He asked, and the Lord said, God. David asked, where shall I go to Hebron? And the Lord answered, and David went up there with his heroes, Ahinoam and Jezreel and Abigail, the widow of Carmel. And David took the men who were with them, each with his family, and they settled in Hebron this town. And the men of Judah came to Hebron, and there they anointed David king of the tribe of Judah. David's father was a man of Jabesh Gilead who buried him. He sent messengers to the states, and the Lord blessed you, and showing this kindness to Saul and also by burying him. May the Lord now show you kindness and favor. I too will show you the same favor, because you have done this. And let them be strong and brave, for Saul and Master's stand, and he put you have anointed me king over them. Meanwhile, Abner, son of the queen of Saul's army, had taken Ishbosheth's son Saul and Proverb to Mahanaim. And the king of Gilead, Ashuri and Jezreel, Ephraim, Benjamin, and also Ishbosheth's son Saul was 40 years old when he became king of Israel. He reigned 2 years. The tribe of Judah, however, remained loyal to David. At the time David was king, he reigned Judah 7 years and 6 months. Abner's son, together the men of Ishbosheth's son Saul, left from Mahanaim and went to Gibeah. John's son Sir, David's men went out and met at the pool of Gibeah. One group sat down on one side of the pool, and one on the outside. And Abner said to Joab, let's have some of the young men give and fight hand to hand from us. Right into Joab said, so they stood and would count off 12 men for Benjamin, to Ishbosheth's son Saul, and 12 for David, and each man grabbed his weapon by the head, thrust the dagger into his overhead, so he found down together. So a place in Gibeah was called Helkath Hazor, and the battle of that day was every fist. Even though the Israelites were defeated by David, and the three sons of Israel would flee there. Joab, Abishai, and Asahel. Now Asahel was fleet-footed as a wild gazelle. He chased Abner, turned near to run to the left, he pursued him. Abner looked behind him and asked, is that you, Asahel? Yeah, it is, he answered. And Abner said, turn aside to run to the left, take on one of the young men, strip of his weapons. And Asahel would not stop chasing him. And again, Abner warned Asahel, stop chasing, why should I strike you down? When can I look your brother Joab in the face? Asahel refused to give up the pursuit, so Abner thrust the butt of his spear into Asahel's stomach. So the spear came back to his back, he fell and died on the spot. Every man saw what he came to a place where Asahel fallen and died. Joab and Abishai pursued Abner as someone sitting and came to a halt out near Gil on the way to the wasteland Gibeah. And at the men of Benjamin were right behind Abner. They formed themselves in a group and took a stand on top of the hill. Abner called out to Joab, must the sword devour for me? He realized this was business. How long before you order your event to stop pursuing my father? Joab answered, shall I stop this? You will not strike on the moon will continue pursuing them until morning. And Joab put the trumpet, and all the troops came to halt. They don't pursue Israel, nor did they find any more. And in the night, Abner's men marched through the Arab, they crossed the Jordan, and continued to the morning, and came to Mahanaim. And then Joab stopped pursuing Abner, and several of the whole army. Besides, after 19 days, and we found it. Jason had killed 360 Benjaminites who were with Abner. They took Asa and buried him in his followers during Bethlehem. And Job's men marched all night and arrived at Hebron by daybreak. Proverbs 2. My son, if you accept my words, store my commands with you, find eternity into wisdom, and find your heart to understand. If you do, if you call for answer, cry for our honesty. If you look for wisdom and say for his hand, you understand, fear the Lord, find the knowledge of God. The Lord gives wisdom for his mouth and knowledge and understanding. He holds success in store for that right. He shields those who walk smooth. He does cause the just and protects the way of the ones. You understand what's right and true, fair, just and fair, every good path. Wisdom will enter your heart, knowledge will pleasant to your discretion, but you understand what God. Wisdom will save you from the ways of wicked men. Men whose words are perverse. If that's the shape how to walk in dark ways, to lie and do wrong, and just and perverseness evil. His paths are crooked and devious in their ways. Wisdom will save you from the evil adulterers wrong. And the way we womb with seductive words is left upon of youth, and they ignore the covenant she made before God. Surely has these done to death, and how has the spirits of dead, and then go to eternal and say in the paths of life. I still walk in the ways of the good, and keep the paths of rich, for that right will live in the land, the bones will remain. Though the wicked will be cut off from the land, unfaithful will be torn from it. Psalm 44. And we've heard it without years ago, our ancestors told us we did in the days long ago, with your hand over the nation, planted our ancestors. You crushed peoples and made our ancestors flourish, not by the sword that they won the land. Nor did our arm bring the victory, was your right hand, your arm, and the light of your face, your love. You are my king, my God, you decrease victories for Jacob, though we push back our enemies. Though your name would trample our foes, I put no trust in my bow, my sword did not bring me victory. You give us victory over our enemies, you give our adversaries to strength. And God, we make our boast all day long, we'll praise your name forever, no rejection, humble us. You no longer go with our armies, you made us rich from them. And first upon us. You gave us out to eat fat by like sheep and skeletons among the nations. You sold the people for a pigeons, gaining nothing for this year. You made us reproach to our neighbors, the scorn and derision of those around us. You made us a Bible among the nations. People shake their heads outside, live in disgraceful day. My face covered with shame, with the taunts of those who oppress and reveal me. You say me who's bound and revenge all his king parts, so we have not forgotten you. You have not been foster your covenant, our hearts are not turned back, our feet not straying from your mouth path. You crushed the midst of horn for jackals, you covered us over with deep dogs, you fill the name of our God, spread our hands off our God. We're not going to discover all day long. We consider the sheep to be slow awake, Lord, why do you sleep? Rise yourself to your reject for why do you hide your face and forget our midst of your oppression? We are brought unto us, our bodies cling to your rise and help us rescue us because of unfailing love.